So Like Crazy is got Anton Yelchin and Felicity Jones. They're college students who fall in love, and they have a great summer of ecstasy. And by doing so, Felicity's character violates her visa because she's English, and they're in LA. So because of her visa violation, she goes off to a wedding, and when she tries to get back to go to school, she can't. America won't let her in because she did something bad. And that's my first beef with this, is I really don't think it's that hard to, you violate a visa so you can't come back to America? I don't know, it seems kind of weird. So anyway, so she's forced to go back to Europe, and they're deeply, deeply in love at this point. So it's painful for them to be apart. So they're trying to find ways to get back together. They kind of communicate over long distance and stuff like that, and kind of a long distance relationship, kind of continue on with their lives. They have a little awkward period where Anton takes up another lover, Jennifer Lawrence, and then they get married, which is kind of weird. And so they break up. So he breaks it off, and they get married, and then they have a fight because she still can't, because even though they're married, she still can't go back to America. So then they both take lovers. He goes back to Jennifer Lawrence, and then she starts with a relationship with a Charlie Booley. Mm-hmm. And then the movie keeps going into an awkward conclusion. So this movie, a 22-year-old me would be ecstatic. It would go A-, fantastic movie. These kids are artsy and wonderful, and it speaks so much to me deeply about love and the pains of struggle. 28-year-old me goes, this is just a bunch of stupid kids making dumb decisions. Oh my God. They both were better, so they are in love, and then they get these upgrades. Their little side lovers while they're married are total upgrades. Both of them are hotter than the person they're with, and they both look very, the Jennifer Lawrence doesn't look successful, but Charlie Booley is just handsome, and he's got suits on all the time. I'm like, why would you ever go back to Anton Yelchin with his gross little goatee and his terrible hair and his douchey attitude? I mean,
but they love Paul Simon.
They love Paul Simon, yeah. So, I mean, and the reason he doesn't just move to England is because he's got a furniture shop. The guy graduates college to become a guy who makes furniture, and he makes one type of chair. It's not like he makes furniture, he makes one type of chair. And it's a stupid looking chair, but it's how he shows his love. And then she reciprocates with making a book because she's a writer. And this movie should have been 30 minutes long. This movie was, let's fall in love, let's break up, and then end it. Oh my, no, let's just keep dragging this on, having this stupid, awkward conversation on the phone. How you doing? Fine, how you? Yeah, how are things? I miss you. I miss you too. No, I don't want to watch a movie about this crap. I mean, 22-year-old me was going to be like, it's speaking so, oh no. God, I want to go punch myself in the face back then.
Agreed.
So I give this thing a C+, because chicks are going to like it. It wasn't terrible, and I know part of me deep down liked it, but this is just stupid kids making stupid decisions.
All right. I don't go too much higher than that. I give it a B-. This actually won the Grand Jury Prize at Sundance, which I'm a little surprised by, because I think it's everything you said and more. I think Felicity Jones and Anton Yelchin are really good in this movie, and they have genuine chemistry. And when they're on screen together, you almost believe this whole burning, passionate love that they have with each other. And the movie does a good job at just showing emotion on screen, which is not a hard thing to show cinematically. It's shot pretty well, I think. So, I mean, it's not a bad movie in the way that's made and the way it's portrayed. But I do agree. I think this was a movie that should have been a half hour to 40 minutes long. By the third act, I was like, okay, is this all we're going to do? We're just going to make up and break up and make up and break up? Is that what this movie is? And once I realized that that's all that the movie is and that's all the movie is about, I kind of became annoyed because I felt manipulated by the director. I don't feel like it really was a story so much as him going, okay, I'm going to make you feel this way. Now I'm going to make you feel this way. Now I'm going to make you feel this way. And it just really felt like a one-trick pony as far as whatever it was about. And yeah, after a while, I think the way I describe this movie is this is like a Death Cab for Cutie album come to life. And take that however you will. I think it's an all right movie, and I agree. I think if you're younger, especially between the 16 to 22-year-old age range, you're going to be all about this movie, and you'll really, really like it. But I think it's not going to take very much longer for you to be like, this is not that smart of a movie. Yeah. So yeah, B- for me.